again. I can't believe I'm actually sitting here filming a second episode. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that the first one was gonna flop, and that would be that. I thought people were gonna be like, she's weird for making that, and who does she think she is? But I cannot tell you guys how blown away I was by the outcome of me posting that video. Whether you watched it, you shared it, or you reached out to me privately, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I told my mom when I first started, my whole goal is to literally reach one person. If I can just help one person understand and see that they're not alone and connect with them on that level of what they're going through or what they were going through, that is all I want. Because I know how hard it was for me to face this reality, and I don't want anybody else to have to go through that. So thank you so much for those of you who told me your stories or just watched. Truly, you're all so amazing and brave. I'm so sorry if you've had to relate to anything that I've gone through. It's definitely not a fun feeling, but we're here, and that's what's most important. And I guess that kind of brings me into the second episode, because I think I want to talk about other people's opinions, starting with how I was really nervous to post that first episode because of what people would think of me, what people would think of me when I came home from school, what people thought of me at school. I got judged everywhere. I got judged at school because my mom would come visit me when I was at my lowest point, crying, and she'd just stay in my room with me. I got judged when my boyfriend would come on the weekends to make sure that I was okay when I was sick and in the hospital. I'm sure people judged me for posting the first episode, saying this is weird and that they're never gonna watch it. And as much as it bothered me in the beginning of hearing what people said, even when I came home, what people were thinking, like she couldn't even finish out one semester at school, I have finally realized that I'm the one in control. I don't have to give up my power to satisfy other people. My feelings, my actions are what is best for me, not for anyone else. I'm not living my life for anyone else. I'm living it for me. I get one shot at it, so I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I'm gonna do what makes me feel good about myself, what makes me healthy and happy. Not worry about what other people are saying behind a screen or to their friends or to just people who are willing to listen to that stuff. I think it's so important that we realize that giving people that control over us is so detrimental and so just negative. It doesn't leave a good feeling. And it's not fair because people pleasers, such as myself, don't want to make anyone uncomfortable or make anyone angry or upset or just be the person that somebody talks about. But you're always going to be. Whether it's one person or 100, people are going to talk. And it's something that we kind of have to just let slide off our shoulder. Because the amount of people who have said and judged me for coming home versus the people who have supported me and have guided me to where I am today is so different. They mean absolutely nothing, while the people who mean everything in my life have been all the way up here with their support, with their love, no judgment. And I think that when we finally do what's best for ourselves, we find that confidence and that security to not only continue to help ourselves, but to help others. That's why I'm here. Just want to be able to help somebody who's felt the same way. We can't let what other people think and do affect what we think and do. If I were to think about how many people would have judged me for this first podcast episode, I wouldn't be here right now. I would literally still be hiding. I wouldn't have shared my story with anyone. I'd still be trying to defend myself as to why I came home, still lying about it. Nope, when people ask, yeah, I do Penn State online now. Yeah, I don't go to college anymore. I was sick. And mental health is a real thing. Whether people want to face that fact or not, the struggles are real, especially those suffering with OCD. You understand the thoughts that go through your head constantly. I talked about in my video the what ifs, but when you think about other people judging you, what if I end up with no friends? What if my family ends up thinking I'm weird? What if? Just what if? What if? Get those two words out of your head, because honestly, what if you do it and it goes incredible. What if you changed that job and you got a promotion? What if you left school and became an actress as your lifelong dream and made millions of dollars and became people's favorite celebrity? You never know until you make that step. And I think that it's so important to recognize that taking that step truly allows for you to connect with yourself. I was so lost in the beginning, not knowing how people would perceive me and what people would think. And I'm so proud and grateful to say that I finally don't care. I think I'll always care about what people think, but based off my actions, not anybody else's. I'm not gonna let people scare me away from doing what I want to do. I'm done living by other people, and I promised myself on my healing journey that I would start living for myself and being in the moment and doing the things that I never expected that I would do. I got a tattoo. I got a full-time job. I do online school. I made new friends. Something I didn't think I'd be able to do outside of leaving college, because that's the time where everybody makes their friends. Newsflash, you could do it. Anybody could do it. There's no special secret. You just gotta keep pushing yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Step out a little bit. Do something that you wouldn't ever do normally, because truly struggling with your mental health makes you realize that you live inside your head 24/7, and when you keep overthinking what is going on in there, you're never going to do what you really want to do. You're always going to wonder, what if, but what if the good happens? Just something to always keep in mind. And truly, I know that this was a little bit repetitive, but my whole goal of this episode was to start off by saying you start your journey with finding that confidence within yourself and not letting other people control what you do. Because once you do that, you're gonna literally fly. You're going to be so happy. So much in your life is going to change. You're gonna just feel lighter, because it's like a weight was lifted off of your shoulders, not having to try and please or live your life for everyone else. I truly hope that you guys can take this as a first step if you're watching this as a healing journey and trying to learn from maybe things that have worked for me and things that haven't. I think that it's super important to try and live your life for you. People are gonna talk. Let them. Also, the Let Them book by Mel Robbins. My mom got me into it. Amazing book. Truly amazing. I totally recommend everybody go read that book right now. So inspiring. Honestly, kind of influenced this episode. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them say things. That is basically what Mel Robbins describes in her book. And that's basically what I'm telling you to do. Is you can't control what other people are gonna think or do. So no skin off your nose. No, don't be upset over it. Keep doing you. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or if you just want to talk, because I'm all ears. And yeah, I thank you guys for listening again. I know it was a little bit of a ramble, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day.